साथ का अनुभव बड़ा निराला है। तुम्हारे साथ का अनुभव बड़ा निराला है। मिले न स्वर्ग में वो सुख लुटाने वाला है। तुम्हारे साथ का अनुभव बड़ा निराला है।
कितनी उम्र होगी बाबा की? कम से कम 75 साल तो होगी उस टाइम। ये 1952 की बात है। तो उस समय उस सड़क को बना रहे थे। वो कोमल हाथ, बच्चे आए उनको कोई तकलीफ ना हो, कोई बच्चा गिर ना जाए, किसी के पाँव में मोच ना आ जाए, कैसा ख्याल करता है। और वो खुद पत्थर उठा उठा के ठीक कर रहा है। मैं खड़ा हो गया, मेरी समझ में नहीं आया मैं क्या करूं। मैं गाड़ी से आया था, चेहरा मेरा मिट्टी मिट्टी से भरा हुआ था, सिर भी और चेहरा भी। उन दिनों में ये कोई एसी वैसी नहीं होती थी, रिजर्वेशन भी नहीं होती थी। मिट्टी से लथपथ था और सोचा कि जाके नहाऊं धोऊं फिर आऊं। एक तरफ ये हुआ कि बाबा ये कार्य कर रहा है और मैं चला जाऊं, ये ठीक नहीं है, ये तो हमाकत है। तो क्या करूं? मैंने सोचा कि मैं भी इसमें लग जाऊं। बाकी बात बाद में रही। बाबा ने मुझे कहा, बच्चे जाओ स्नान वगैरह करो, तैयार हो, फिर मिलेंगे। भेज दिया मुझे। अब पहली पहली आज्ञा थी बाबा की, मैं उस आज्ञा को टालूं? मैं तो धर्म संकट में फंस गया। अगर उनकी आज्ञा को टालता हूं तो भी मैं दोषी हूं, और अगर मैं उनको कार्य करता हुआ देखकर चला जाता हूं फिर भी दोषी हूं। क्या करूं? लेकिन चूंकि उन्होंने मुखारबिंद से कहा तुम जाओ तैयार हो, तो मैंने उसको मेरा फायदा भी उसी में था, शायद इसलिए मान गया। तो मैं चला गया। वहां चला गया तो ये एक पहली महानता मैंने देखी।
निराली शान है, दिल तख्त पर हमें रख लिया, खुद से ऊंचा मान देकर नाम दिल पर लिख लिया। ताज तख्त और तिलक की हमको अमर जागीर दी। ताज तख्त और तिलक की हमको अमर जागीर दी। जिंदगी जीने की हमको एक नई तदबीर दी आपने बाबा हमें।
Om Shanti. Experience the stage of being ignorant of the knowledge of desires and give others this experience. Altruistic attitude. Just as there is a long list of the different types of sorrow, so too there are various desires for fruit or for some subtle thoughts for a response, in which case you are unable to have an altruistic attitude. Even whilst knowing the reward of effort, there is attachment to it. When you pay special attention to someone who praises you, that too is like accepting fruit in a subtle way. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Welcome to Vikti Parivar. Today's day 15. Experience the stage of being ignorant of the knowledge of desires and give others this experience. Today's topic, altruistic attitude. Now we will listen to Mohini Didi.
Om Shanti, everyone. Okay, happy? Yes. Hmm. Baba is taking us deep within us, right? And to look at or do checking of what has been forming within us, whatever is coming up within us from our past sanskars. I remember that one time, one or two dadis actually, they used to call us and say certain things. So one of dadis said, all are different. Everyone's capacity is different. Everyone's way of doing things is different. But if you think they can do as much you're doing, they should the way you are doing. If you have that hope or expectation, you will be disappointed many times in your life. This is what I thought, this one will do, this is what I thought. It will be like that. So we have to ourselves example. We have to explain what is the good way and the right way. But don't get disappointed ever. Because this subtle, very subtle attitude of perfection, you want everything to be perfect. But sometimes it is not, right? So then should I take sorrow? Get disappointed? Or I always, if I have to be a teacher, then I look at Brahma Baba, Shiv Baba as Supreme Teacher. Every morning, every day, Baba speaks to us, right? Sweet, sweet, sweet children. Even knowing that children are sometimes not sweet, but he doesn't stop, right? So many years, children be soul conscious. Children be soul conscious. Of course, I know Baba knew that it will take 80 plus years for children to reach to that stage, or to create the rosary of 8. Rosary of 8 will take that much time. I think Baba knew, right? But look at his love, his patience, and the trust that one day we will become, right? Baba keeps that vision towards us of that perfection, complete stage, complete purity. So whatever he says with lot of love. Never, never, even very subtly, the vibrations that he is disappointed with us, or he gave up on us, or for every child, Baba had that love, that respect. I have seen souls, no qualifications, but Baba made them qualified. They were young people, mothers from the villages. And they didn't know anything. And today they are sustaining Yagya for years. So it's not question of external, right? It's love for Baba, love for Yagya. Those are the main qualifications actually. So what Baba is saying, no desire, right? Altruistic attitude. No expectation, no hope, right? Just constantly be a good example so that others can be inspired. So Baba is saying, just as there is a long list of the different types of sorrow, very subtly it emerges, so too there are various desires for the fruit, or Baba says for some subtle thoughts for a response. Result, right? It's more like, oh, I thought it will happen like that. I thought it will be like that. So it's the response. Baba says, in which you are unable to have altruistic attitude. Even Baba says, whilst knowing the reward of effort, there is attachment to it. So when Baba says, when you pay special attention to something, to someone who praises you, that too is like accepting fruit in a certain way. Sometimes you like to hear not necessarily praise, but how it was, right? Today I went to Harmony House to offer bhog for Sharad. It was beautiful. Everyone, even during bhog time, I really felt good vibrations and everyone sitting in love for Baba. And then, of course, I briefly shared what is my present effort and what Baba wants us to do. And then we did 3 minutes, few minutes meditation together. It was very, very powerful and loveful. And I was very happy because when together you are able to do something and create the vibrations, everyone receives a lot. No, so when we give, we receive also. So I could just feel it. And I could feel the faces of everyone. And when they came to take Toli, I can see everyone was so happy. Some people I had never seen them smiling or laughing, but they were so happy. So one sister came, said it was very good. So I didn't see it as praise, but at least I thought that is good. She said it because I also felt that way. So every minute, like, if there is this attitude of receiving, seeing the reward, receiving the fruit. Another is like also sometimes how it is received. Was it received properly? Not because what I said, but it's the needs of the souls. Because what we have to do is to fulfill the spiritual needs. And once that soul experiences that needs are being fulfilled, then definitely good vibrations are there of contentment. And then we want everyone to feel happy, to feel together, to feel united. We just had a meeting for our USA group, all the instruments. And we were talking about Sister Shivani's visit. That wherever, whatever help was needed, souls flew with 1,500 tolis to be distributed. It's amazing, very touching. No? Whatever anyone needed, this they called, and how they got connected. I was kind of happy but surprised too. And when that kind of love, sharing, no conflict, no division, no I and mine, Baba's task. Baba's task. So definitely there is a lot of joy, a lot of happiness. And we look forward for future because we know that it's going to be better and better. No? So make our attitude unlimited, generous, and free from desires. Right? Om Shanti.
Om Shanti, dear Mohini Didi.
Om Shanti.
It's from Canada, multiple jasmine today. It's different. It's the little one, but it's beautiful. It's very, very fragrant as well. Yeah, here they are. They're very, very fragrant.
Your love for this plant really gives beautiful, beautiful flowers. Thank you.
Yeah, that's clear. Well, when I talk to my jasmine and I say that I'm going to be with you, I think the jasmine blooms more. So I was wondering if we can continue a little bit the chit chat from yesterday. And it's very much aligned with the topic today, being altruistic. And I was wondering if you can help us to understand what is the right frame of mind when we serve. And at the same time, how do we maintain a stage free from desires? I understand that, to expect praise from my senior, okay, no desire. To expect people to build a statue of me in front of the center, okay, no desires. But what if I do service and I hope there will be success? Is that a desire that, I hope that people will like it, and then I have a little desire that a lot of people come to enjoy the program? These are subtle desires. They shouldn't be there, right? So what will be the right attitude, free from desires while serving?
See, we have pure wishes, right? And success, Baba says, is your birthright. So to think about success is not a desire. But Baba, remind yourself that Baba says success is your birthright. So there will be success. So I think that I feel that to have hope, everything is normal, but what happens that I had been thinking a lot about focusing on your inner progress, inner stage, and seeing where the wasteful thoughts come, where I am see, when you are attached, there will be sorrow, there will be disappointment, there will be, because what you want is not being fulfilled, right? First, one time both Dadis were here in 1986. I don't know if you remember. You were around, right? Was Year of Peace. And so we sent Dadis or took them to Washington. And we arranged a program. And we invited one outside speaker. But only one person came in the program. I still remember that.
Yeah, I remember Golden Sunrise, we did something.
So what I did is, I said, let's make a circle and have a chat instead of lecturer and audience, So we were few of us, 6, 7 of us. We all sat in a circle and we started, because I didn't want it to take it like, Oh, there was no audience. So it's like you immediately, internally, if you are not attached, but whatever is duty, you have to do it, right? You will publicize, you will have social media to help you. So we do everything. So it's not desires, right? Those are the methods we have to use to get more people to come. So, but then also you want to, I always feel that is what Baba wants us to do. For service, Baba wants us to do. But of course, in that very subtly, my service, my talents, my this, all that comes are really like desires. Like whenever there is success, let's say we did program today, was very successful, everyone contributed. But then I want to hear people say that it was because Mohini Ben was there, Sister Mohini was there. Now that's desire, right? Because everyone contributed, everyone did something little or big. So it's like for everyone, no, praise is for everyone. Why it has to be for one person and not other one? So I think very, very subtly being unlimited, being generous, appreciating everyone. I think that's all is needed. But when it's not there, that means there is something self-interest, something my desires are there. So I think that whatever Baba says, we have to do it. It's not I want to do it. No, Baba wants it and I have to be instrument to do it. So be natural, very natural in doing it, but not all the time very attached with anything. Sometimes we are attached and it doesn't happen. It brings a lot of disappointment, right? And we are not supposed to be disappointed. We have to always think about what is next, what is next. Let's go, let's do more.
It's a very subtle line between almost a pure desire and good wishes. Because let's say if we see someone that we love very much, a dear brother, a dear sister, and we can see that they are suffering because even after so many years in Gyan, they don't get along well with other people. And it's affecting them and they're not happy and it creates confusion. If you can help us, what kind of thoughts should I create to really have good wishes? What kind of good wishes we can have for souls? Knowing it's not a desire, because sometimes it could be, well, I have the desire that they should not behave like this because it doesn't look good for Canada or it doesn't look good for whatever. So that could be a desire. So how to remain just with pure feelings, good wishes in front of a soul that is obviously suffering from its own personality or personality traits. What kind of good wishes we can create?
First thing is what I find now is try to focus on your own self. First, that is very important. And then when we try to help others. But sometimes what happens that while helping, we get very focused on their sanskars, right? So we have to go above, we have to go beyond. And as much we go beyond and above, we are able to function in a very, very natural way without seeing anyone's fault, without seeing anyone's sanskars. Because why should I do that also, right? I won't want to do that. But if I have to, but that also if I can just look at everyone's specialties, right? Not focus on anyone. Because since a day or two I've been thinking, we always think about others. But more I think of myself, and from there I share with others. maybe it could help, right? Good wishes, have the vision towards everyone that this soul on journey reach to this stage or having these difficulties. How can I help that soul? How can I help that soul? I mean, I was thinking we have to use some more positive way, maybe, so that it deeply touches the soul or souls, and then change could happen. Because we try to resolve the issues and, okay, what you think, what this one thinks, and but also there are certain things which we have to follow. I had been suggesting even today in USA meeting, sitting together, having discussion, allowing everyone to express, and if all that doesn't happen, then accumulation start happening. Oh, we haven't met for a whole year. So I said, okay, if this soul didn't do it, maybe you could have done it, right? So sometimes we think that one who is like main coordinator has to do everything. And for us, I will, many times I say, okay, if somebody can do, so taking initiative for what is required instead of saying this is required and it's not happening, right? So why don't we make another approach? So somewhere deeply we have to avoid listening, and also, it's all right for people to say things for each other, but then if we are very positive, I am cooperative, I have pure feelings, good feelings, then we find new ways to do it, right? How can that be practical? Let's do this in a different way, right? Because we are still trying to respond to the situations. Why don't we create some new kind of scenes,
Mm,
I
I'm
don't know.
listening carefully.
No, because there could be other ways. If certain ways we had been using for so many years and not working, maybe we need another method. And we ask even same people, what do you suggest? Many people come to me and I say, but what would you propose? How do you see it? Can you do something about it? Right? So sometimes we like say, no, Brother Eric is the coordinator, so he is the one who has to take initiative for everything. Anyone can take, and if you like it, we will take it. No? So we don't need to get stuck, which sometimes it does happen. And then we say, for a long time, this had been going on. But why it's going on for a long time? So at least for me, I just say with a person or something, just have pure feelings, pure thoughts, I mean, I feel we shouldn't be stuck. That's very important, right? By thinking change is not happening, and we want change. But where do I bring that change? From where that change will come, right? So someone has to come forward and say, okay, let's try this way. So Asha Didi was here and she was saying that one new thing which she has started in ORC is that there is a region, and half of the region, like in India, they call it zone. And they have like some souls who doesn't kind of allow that harmony and, always complaining. So she said that whole group comes there now in ORC. And in the end, they leave dancing, singing together. So somebody was asking, how do you do? She said, it's a long process. So I think that's something positive, educational, allow people to come out of what they are by bringing through education. When I say education is maybe workshop, maybe debate, maybe conversations, and very creative, so the deep sanskar or attitude of expecting always from someone else, right? I was sharing with sisters that my happiness and sorrow shouldn't depend on a soul, right? It should be with Baba. It should be with my own self, but not if soul is happy, then I am happy. If not happy, I'm not happy. No, I have to be happy, right? And help other soul also to be happy. So somewhere I know I'm not very precise and clear, but
You are very precise and very clear. I'm
but
listening to every word, and you're really amazing, Sister Mohini, because I think you are very clear. And what you're saying, I understand. So two little sub-question, and then I think it will be it for today. But along the line of what you're sharing, I would love to see if you can share an example of a few good wishes. What does it mean to, how does it, in English, what are good wishes that you have for a soul that you see, for example, over and over, being a little bit, like you say, not creating harmony or having a little bit of negativity, pointing the finger at the other. So I'd love you to give us example. How does it sound? Good wishes, mind, but also backing up a little bit on what you said. Let's say you have two sisters, two Kumaris in front of you, and they always fight together and they come to you one after the other. Sister Mohini, she did that, she said that. And the other one says, no, Sister Mohini, she did that. I'm sure it never happens to you, but if it happens,
it could happen.
if it happens, and it's okay, I go beyond, like you said, I go beyond, I look at myself, I don't try to fix anything, I just go beyond. Is there not a risk that the situation will keep going and
No,
we're not helping, it's not solving anything?
When I said go beyond means, first I shouldn't be affected, right? It's really affecting me certainly. And I'm saying, look at them, they're not getting along. What's going to happen? Like I'm certainly affected. So my power is gone a little bit. But, I think keeping ourselves unaffected, I'm not saying inactive. You have to be proactive. But then
that's when you start trying new things. That's when you're active, you try maybe new things, ask them what they think, this kind of thing. Right?
Yeah, or also allowing sometimes them to share. But all that has to be done in a spiritual way. Sometimes I feel that spiritual conversation is very important. And if we are not able to sit and have spiritual communication or spiritual churning, sharing, the relationships are not spiritual. They are like in an organization, you have center, you have. So we are only talking about organizational level, not on a spiritual level. So if all the instruments say once in a week, if we cannot meet, maybe on Zoom, share present effort, share your present, what new you are thinking. So this kind of sharing will take us above. When I said above doesn't mean that I'm not doing anything, but I'm thinking what could help this spiritual relationship to grow, where first important thing is understanding. Then we start understanding each other. And then we realize that everyone is so special. And when we realize that, the love begins. So when I say new means more spiritual, which doesn't happen much, I was thinking that even amongst ourselves, how much do we really sometimes sit and share knowledge? Like Dadis, their relationship, whenever Didi and Dadi Janki will sit, they always share like, what did Baba say? What was the deeper meaning of that? Whenever they sat, it was more conversation of this kind. I remember with Dadi Prakashmani, I used to travel in the beginning when Baba became aware. And every evening when in the train, let's 15 minutes sit in soul consciousness. And both of us are giving drishti, and some spiritual bond has to be created more so that these, see, we all will always be different, right? But spiritual bond helps us to see those differences as qualities and speciality of that person. And then the flow of love is there. And I mean, that's what we are trying here in USA with all the instruments. Some have this whole thing of I, my area, my center. Majority don't have. So this time when Shivani is traveling, then I don't know how it happens that there is one center in Oklahoma. Now Michigan is taking 1,500 trolleys with 12 people to go and help that because it's a very small place. You know, and the kind of help they start giving, I even myself was amazed, and how they come to know their needs. So I think that we have to grow, we have to be more open, we have to be more unlimited. Otherwise, we are just with little things, you know, somewhere that's lack of spirituality.
I know we passed time a little bit, but just to finish, if you can share with us thoughts that will come in your mind when you see, let's say, two souls that have been not, in harmony for a long time, and it keeps going on for many years. You've tried many things, and now you say, okay, let's have good wishes, feelings of good wishes, like Baba said, that can change their nature. And he was saying today, the feeling of good wishes should be such that even the nature of others will change. So what kind of thoughts will you create in your mind that will become good wishes for the souls like that?
I mean, have the vision of their stage of perfection, have the vision of their spirituality, you know, have vision towards them, that how you see them, you know. And I think that from there, the feelings which will emerge in us will be very powerful. And also, you know, Dari Janki used to say, anything, you know, like two souls, so should be separate. Dari will say, yeah, don't waste time. Go in two different directions while you're trying to see that we get together. I'm just giving example. Even Brahma Baba, he used to laugh, and somebody not getting along. Baba, this is happening. Baba said, then you go and open your center, right? So Baba used to laugh and say, what Baba loses, Baba has one more Baba's home. You know, Baba never took conflict as, you know, seriously, in the sense of, yes, if their karmic accounts or whatever it is, how much I am going to do in that, or weaknesses of one person. So, you know, since 2 days I had been thinking that, do I want to see what is 98% right, or do I see what 2% is not right? So sometimes we get very focused to keep correcting that 2%, right? And we lose the joy of 98%, which is so pleasant and nice. So that was like Dadi Prakashmani's teachings to Dari Janki, which she shared with us. And she said, when you look at everything, whether in a person or a situation, 90% is okay. That means there is 1 or 2 sanskar of that soul. So how do we help that soul, right? And that is through spirituality or Baba's remembrance, right?
Thank you, Mohini Didi. I wish I can have a million of jasmine for you today. I don't know for others, but for me, it was extremely helpful. You saved yourself a long phone call about sharing things. So you did very well. It was very clear. I really like what you said. I think it's really precise. and well balanced, in how we can do things, but what we can think. So thank you. It helped me a lot tonight. So thank you very, very much. Millions of jasmine to you, Mohini Didi.
Thank you, Adik Bhai.
Thank you. Sorry, Bhumi, it went a little bit longer than planned, but it was good. You have one more problem to handle now. Good night, everyone.
No problem, Eric Bhai. And Mohini Didi will be doing, she would like to conduct meditation with everyone. So please be with us. She would like to do the drill with all of Vyakti Parivar. And tomorrow Monday, so we'll follow our regular schedule from Amrit Vela till evening. So let's do the drill with Didi.
It is the power of knowledge and power of yoga that will help us for reaching to a stage of perfection. So whether it is churning of knowledge, conversation of knowledge, or whether it is karma yoga or yoga while sitting, they both have their power. And each one of us, whatever is going on in my life or around me, our aim is same. And that aim is, I have to be complete. Focusing on others will not make me complete. I have to be complete. And spread the vibrations of love, care, cooperation. Everyone feels belonging. And Baba had been asking us to emerge this stage of being complete. Complete is full. And remember that Baba's sanskars are my sanskars. That is my inheritance. So I emerge my eternal self to make myself complete. I am knowledgeful. I am pure. I am peaceful. I am joyful. I am loveful. I am blissful. I am peaceful. Every hour during traffic control, we try to practice this. Om Shanti. Om Shanti. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti Mohini
Om Shanti.
Didi.
Thank
Om
you,
Shanti.
Baba. Thank you,
Om
Didi.
Shanti
Om
Mohini
Shanti,
Didi.
Om Shanti, everyone. Thank you, Baba. Thank you,
Thank you,
Baba.
Baba.
Thank you, Baba.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Baba.
We needed to hear this tonight. Thank you, Baba.
Experience the stage of being ignorant of the knowledge of desires and give others this experience. Altruistic attitude. Just as there is a long list of the different types of sorrow, so too there are various desires for fruit or for some subtle thoughts for a response, in which case you are unable to have an altruistic attitude. Even while knowing the reward of effort, there is attachment to it. When you pay special attention to someone who praises you, that too is like accepting fruit in a subtle way.
इच्छा मात्रम अविद्या की स्थिति का अनुभव करो और कराओ। निष्काम वृत्ति। जैसे अपार दुखों की लिस्ट है, वैसे फल की इच्छाएं व जो उसका रिस्पॉन्स लेने का सूक्ष्म संकल्प रहता है, वह भी भिन्न भिन्न प्रकार का होता है। निष्काम वृत्ति नहीं रहती। पुरुषार्थ प्रारब्ध की नॉलेज होते हुए भी उसमें अटैचमेंट रहती है। कोई महिमा करते हैं और उसकी तरफ आपका विशेष ध्यान जाता है, तो यह भी सूक्ष्म फल को स्वीकार करना है। ओम शांति।
Recording stopped.